Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Chargers. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Fall 24 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you all 6 matches today between the top 2 teams in the standings, the Renegades and the Chargers. How you doing?
Doing great, Andrew. Had some great practices earlier in the day. Looking forward to Battle Court this evening.
Well, take a look here at that standings page. Renegades up at the top, 8.5 points clear of the Chargers. That's a battle for the #1 seed heading into the playoffs. Got the Warriors down there in 3rd place, just 1 game day left. The Fireballs, 46 points, currently holding on to the final playoff spot, but they have a couple game days left, as do the Devils and Cyclones down there at the bottom. So a lot still to be decided, but for this #1 seed, Stu, it doesn't get much bigger than this. Renegades and Chargers, all 6 matches today, getting started in the 3rd division of singles. We're going to see Goenaga against Benny. 2 of the best players in this division, both players with a win-loss record of 3-1. Goenaga this year overall record of 19-2 across all competitions. Just some ridiculous numbers across the boards for the top 3 players of the Renegades. Goenaga goes out here against Benny first. Chargers need these points to get back in the race. Renegades looking to extend that lead. See what happens here. First match right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our first match for Battle Court. Goenaga has a serve for the Renegades. Goenaga serves, we begin. Benny on the backhand from the 11 line. Goenaga, forehand. Benny from the 11 to the inside. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall. Played with a high bounce midcourt by Benny. Goenaga has it. Scoop tipped. First point of this match goes to Goenaga of the Renegades. He has the serve.
Yeah, Goenaga coming off his first singles loss in 2 seasons last time out against Manny, so you know that he's going to be motivated to get back in the win column here. And Benny, I mean, a huge spot for the youngest player on the rosters, captain of the Chargers. I mean, this is a valuable 1 point. The Chargers looking to dig into that lead that the Renegades have up at the top. This is one they can't let slip away.
Here's Benny on the backhand from the 10 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Benny advances, takes this in the air. 2-all, read by Goenaga, stopped by Goenaga. Goenaga plays this one hard. Benny going for a bote that is just not there. 2 points for Goenaga. He serves.
Benny trying to open up the court with that Costado 2-wall. Not very well thrown right there. I mean, you want it to open up and have Goenaga try to defend that ball along the net, but he got there closer to the boundary line, and just another powerful forehand back to the inside for both points of this match.
Powerful backhand by Benny. Goenaga, Robote. Benny will take it on the bounce at the 7 line. Sends it deep. Robote forehand by Goenaga. Robote 2-all by Goenaga. Stopped by Benny on the outside. Hard throw. What a scoop by Goenaga. That was well done. Benny makes that catch on the forehand. Goes for a carom sidearm. Hit the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Goenaga of the Renegades. He serves.
Well, Benny made a great play to get back into that point, stepping up on the ball, reading it beautifully. It came straight to that right side. I mean, just missed the execution on the throw. I mean, had the space, going with the sidearm carom and a tendency to drop it low into the pad, and that's what happened there. Great start for Goenaga.
A hard serve and a nice return of that serve by Benny. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side of Goenaga. Benny missed the rebote on the forehand. That's 4 points for Goenaga. He serves. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, Benny just trying to twist that one up there from the right side. I mean, really all he can do with it.
Yeah, completely defensive. Just get it up to the front wall. Here's the backhand by Benny right to the corner. Beautifully thrown. Goenaga, forehand rebote. Benny pulls it off the side wall. That backhand, though, gets away from him. Did not have control of the ball. That hit the overhead screen. 5 straight points for Goenaga. Possible set point.
Yeah, Benny made a tough catch right there along the side wall, and you see that almost every day. When they make those tough catches, don't have control of the ball in the basket, send it up high and into the overhead screen.
Yeah.
5 straight for Goenaga. Surprising, but a great start for him, looking to close out a clean set.
Beautiful serve by Goenaga. There's the backhand to the forehand of Goenaga. Benny reads the carom well, stops it, returns his own carom. Goenaga stops that. Goenaga hard throw. It will score. Point and set for Goenaga, winning at 6-0. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, play our next set.
Oh, great start for Goenaga. 6 straight points. He wins set number 1.
Yeah, he just put it in gear and didn't take his foot off the gas till it got to 6 points. Benny really didn't do anything particularly wrong. I mean, yeah, he threw the one carom into the pad, but the catching was on. Just never got an opportunity to be offensive in his play.
Yeah, I think the one word that kind of epitomizes Goenaga this season is consistency.
No question about it.
I mean, he is one of the most consistent players. I mean, it starts with the unforced errors, doesn't make many of them. He has the shots. He hasn't really gone too deep with the shots. I mean, you see the Costado 2-wall. He attempted 1, and Benny stopped it pretty easily, but just throwing it, keeping the ball to the inside, not doing anything overcomplicated, but good consistent play in his catching. I mean, it's been great all year. One of the best records in all of Battle Court. We said 19-2 across all competitions at singles and doubles. Doesn't get much better than that.
No, it doesn't. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See Benny consulting with Zulaika, and now Eerb. That was a quick interaction. But Zulaika and Benny have a certain chemistry between the two of them that's been there since they first started playing with each other basically every opportunity they could. World Super Court, that was a choice.
Yeah, when that started back in Season 3, yeah. I believe, in Battle Court. Now we're in Season 6, so that's been, I mean, do the math there, I mean, about 30, 40 Battle Court matches, plus some of that World Super Court experience, so if anybody knows Benny and knows Benny's game, but how to get him back on track, it is Zulaika. And talking in the cage, see what happens here coming out to begin set 2.
We're ready to begin our second set. Benny will have a serve for the Chargers. Benny serves as our second set begins. That's a perfect serve by Benny, crossing the wall and scoring. Very well done.
There's really no better way to start a set. I mean, after going 6 straight against you to begin the match.
No, it's good for the guy throwing the ace.
Yeah, I mean, probably feels a lot looser. Yeah. Weight lifted off his shoulders. Now let's see what Benny's got coming out here the rest of this set.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Backhand by Goenaga, stays to the inside. A rebote forehand by Benny. Hooked a little bit. Goenaga's got it. Hard to the inside. What a catch by Benny. Rebote left side to the inside on the wall. Benny's got it on the forehand. Scoop by Goenaga at the 10 line. Rebote forehand by Benny. Rebote left side. Benny makes the catch. He's at the 7 line. Benny, great catch, reaching behind him to make the play. Rebote. Forehand Rebote by Goenaga, caught by Benny. Benny hard to the inside, scooped by Goenaga. Benny goes to the inside. Goenaga takes it in the air, fakes the 2-all, puts it inside to score. 1-1, we're all tied up in the second set. Goenaga has the serve for the Renegades. I don't know that we've seen Goenaga, correct me if I'm wrong, which you usually do, but I don't think we see a lot of fakes from Goenaga. Not like that.
I don't know. I mean, that one from the Costado, a little bit different.
There was definitely something different. I mean, he often commits to it.
Yeah, I mean, he threw that one a little bit higher. So, I mean, Benny committed hard to the 2-all.
Yeah.
Maybe at the last second he saw that he was out there and dropped it to the inside. Yeah, a lot different, a lot higher. But once you commit, it's tough for Benny. Long way to go to get back in there and make the catch.
It's a good hard serve by Goenaga. Rebote forehand. Here's Benny. Benny winding up. Scoop by Goenaga. He ran cross court to make that catch. Not that one. 2 points for Benny and the Chargers. He serves.
Well, in that first set, Benny was a little bit more aggressive with the 2-all, and Goenaga took advantage early on, and that lead kind of got away from him. Now you see Benny keeping the ball to the inside 2 times in a row. Second time got him there.
Saw Goenaga adjusting his helmet after crashing into the side wall, and I do mean crash.
And Benny also a lot more aggressive, too. I mean, he's passing Goenaga, and he is going for broke, trying to get up there and cut off the next throw and do something with it.
Here's the backhand from deep in the backcourt by Goenaga. Benny, backhand wall to wall. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Here's the backhand by Benny. Goenaga takes on the left side, coasting to the inside. Benny's there. That is a beautiful catch by Benny. Benny will take the ball on the bounce. Hard forehand. Caught in the air by Goenaga. Benny goes wall to wall from the left side. A Rebote forehand. Straight back. Rebote forehand by Benny. A little lower, a little harder. What a scoop by Goenaga. Catch by Benny. 2-all. Benny has it in the right side. Tried to make a drop shot. Didn't work. What a catch by Benny. In perfect position to throw it inside to score. Tremendous play by both players. Benny will get the point for the Chargers. That was a beautiful point.
I mean, look at Benny. He's moving the entire way back to the inside.
Catches it in the air. That's so key.
And then, I mean, the threat from the Costado. Is he going to throw a 2-all? Is he going to keep it to the inside? You see Goenaga stays outside, doesn't want to get in the throwing lane. Benny finds a space, now leads 3-1. Well, it's interesting. I mean, even in doubles, you know, Goenaga has a pretty good Costado and he throws a lot of them, but the 2-all kills are surprisingly lower. I mean, the percentages are lower than you would think. Benny now guessing inside placement on almost all of these, and now you see building that lead, and he's guessed correctly every time in this second set.
Beautiful catch by Goenaga. Rebote dropping. That Benny saved it, got it up to the front wall. Here's a drop shot. That will score. 2 points for Goenaga. Benny with 3. Goenaga has the serve for the Renegades.
Well, after he threw the last forehand right to Benny, he makes the adjustment going with the drop shot. It had a lot of space on this one. Benny just a defensive play, gets it up there. Goenaga up at the 4 line, takes a peek. Benny's backing up, expecting that hard throw right back to him. He finds the space on the inside, cuts the deficit to just 1.
Here's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Rotate forehand. Rotate left side by Goenaga. Good adjustment by Benny. Goenaga has a tip ball at the 8 line. That's 4 points for Benny of the Chargers. He serves.
Yeah, and Benny almost gave one right back. We saw Goenaga give it right to Benny on the inside. Goenaga had to have been lining up a shot because that's a catch that we see him make every day.
Absolutely. And Benny has made a great adjustment after that first set. I mean, if you get shut out in a set, it's more than just the numbers. Sometimes it messes with your head. In this case, Benny has regrouped beautifully here.
We saw last time in doubles, he played one of his worst matches ever with Zulaika, came right back with Eerb and was flawless. Doing the same here in between sets.
Good hard serve by Benny. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped at the side wall. 3 points for Goenaga.
Just perfectly placed there, right along the side wall. Only one that's gotten by Benny so far in this set. Oh,
a hard serve scores. 4-4 is the score. Goenaga has a serve for the Renegades.
Wow.
What a catch by Benny. That serve was blasted crossing the side wall. Fine save. Benny makes the catch from the 7 line. Low and hard. Scoop by Goenaga. Powerful backhand right to the corner. Benny makes the save. Will not pass. Backhand by Goenaga right back to the corner. Benny forehand rebote. Passes. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Benny attacks. Costello 2-all is out. That's 5 points for Goenaga. Possible set, possible match point.
I mean, everything but the finish there for Benny once again. I mean, it played the point
catch,
perfectly.
absolutely.
Great catch. Got it up there in the front court on the costado, and he just threw it, I mean, well wide of the court. Hasn't looked comfortable throwing it this season in singles. We haven't really seen a lot of it. Another example there. That one's sailing wide. Goenaga now with 2 chances to close out the match in straight sets.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand. Benny makes the catch. Goenaga takes it in the air. Backhand from the 7 line. To the corner and out to the rebote. Benny's there. Rebote by Goenaga very much inside on the wall. And that will score for the win. Point, set, and match for Goenaga, taking it in straight sets. 6-0, 6-4.
Straight set victory to get the game day started for the Renegades. And the Renegades in first place, Chargers in second. We'll get some clarity as to the top seed headed into the playoffs after today's game day. Goenaga adds 1 point for the top seeded Renegades.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
We'll take a look here at that game day score now. 1 point for the Renegades. Guess that bottom row is a little bit more important now. That's our season-long standings. The gap between the two has grown to 9.5 points. Chargers hoping that they can get one back here. Zulaika going up against Goixerri out next in a top-ranked singles match. Goenaga, winner of that first match. He's ready to go in the DraftKings Players Cage. Another great single season for you, Goenaga, finishing at 4-1. Benny is a unique player in this division. He's young, he's fast, he's rangy. What type of problems does he present for you, and how are you able to close it out?
Sorry, I didn't listen the whole question, Andrew.
So just basically what types of problems what does Benny present to you in singles different from some other opponents?
Well, I think that he's a really good player. Maybe today on the first set he didn't play his best game. But then on the second one it was tough. I did some mistake. He did another. Finally went for me and happy for the win.
Yeah, and you guys are looking to lock up the #1 seed. How important it was for you to get on the board first and start to get some momentum for your team?
Well, I think that it's important to end the season on the first position, even we have to go to the playoffs. I think that we are doing a good season, and on the play we have to fight. It's only one day, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Goenaga, congratulations on the win. We'll see what happens up next. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving on over to the top division of singles. We're going to have Zulaika going up against Goixerri. Zulaika at 5-3 so far this regular season. Goixerri, best record in the top division of singles at 8-1. First matchup of the regular season went Goixerri's way. Second and final matchup now. Goixerri has the serve. Zulaika from the left side. He passes. Here's the rebote by Goixerri. Forehand played inside, stopped overhead. Goixerri backed up to the 10. Hard throw. Wall to wall. Rebote played up at the 6 line. To the inside. What a catch off the side wall. One-handed grab, but that was juggled. Juggling on the catch of Zulaika. That's going to get Goixerri the first point of this match.
So when the ball comes into the basket, you make the catch. You can't lose contact with the inside surface of the cesta. It can roll. It can roll all the way from where your hand fits in, all the way to the tip of the cesta. But it can't bobble around.
Zulaika high and hard, a little bit too high. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. Back-to-back points for Goixerri. He leads 2-0.
You know, both of these players have so much power. And the kill shots as well. I guess you'd have to give the advantage to Goixerri, especially where court experience and court familiarity is concerned. He's been playing here longer than Zulaika. Zulaika has come along these last couple months.
Backhand to the inside. Goixerri lets it pass. Ooh, forehand rebote right over Zulaika's shoulder. Forehand point back to the inside on the return. Scoop by Goixerri. Hard backhand. Dropped into the corner. Not a lot on it. Zulaika just lays it up. Goixerri advancing on it. 2-wall. Will score. Make it 3 in a row. Goixerri serves.
See, Goixerri setting that point up beautifully. He could have thrown it, obviously, much harder. He didn't throw it particularly hard, so he doesn't give Zulaika much of a rebote. You see Zulaika there on the ground to make the rebote. He just gets it up to the wall. Goixerri marches up to the front wall, makes the snag, throws the 2-wall. Well done. It's not always possible to set up shots like that, but Division I generally can.
High, hard backhand. Into the corner, rebote left side. It's a 2-wall. It's in the pad. And the pad is bad. Zulaika gets on the board with his first point.
Goixerri having some difficulties the last couple outings, getting used to a new cesta. But he's been practicing a ton. Looks spot on today with the practices. I don't recall him missing a ball.
Goixerri handles that serve, drops a backhand. Zulaika picks it off the side wall. Catch by Goixerri, back there at the 11 line. That one caught the corner. Here's Zulaika from the left side, the backhand. Just does clear the overhead screen. Goixerri, that's a 2-wall. Zulaika takes off. He will not get there. That's a 4-1 lead for Goixerri.
Goixerri's just got a commanding presence on this court, especially when he's locked in, which he very much appears to be locked in. Power on both sides, excellent control.
Hard throw to the inside,
What a catch.
picked off the sidewall by Goixerri. Forehand rebote. That clears, coming out a long way. Goixerri to the outside. What a shot. That scores 5-1. Goixerri leads. He's got a possible set point.
We saw Goixerri play Friday, I believe it was Friday evening.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw him play. I don't recall him being this aggressive.
No, I mean, whew.
I mean, every opportunity he gets to kill the point, he does. That is just a beautifully placed forehand rebote to the outside. Just so well done.
Hard serve. That's an over serve. Second one coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is good. Here's Zulaika up at the 10 line. Low runner inside. Stopped overhead. Here's Goixerri. High lofting backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Zulaika. That one just clears. Goixerri on the rebote. Picked up on the bounce. Zulaika at the 6 line. He rips it inside.
What
There's
a
the
scoop.
scoop by Goixerri. Rebote forehand. Play to the inside. Goixerri gets back in there. Takes it off the sidewall. Zulaika, Kareah lands in, and it scores. That extends the set here. Zulaika with 2.
We know that Zulaika has the ability to throw shots from both sides. He's got tremendous power on both sides as well. Going up against Goixerri, you're not going to outcatch him. The shot's going to come. If you want to beat him, you got to throw your own shots. You have to throw them well because Goixerri's fast enough to stop pretty much anything anybody throws at him.
Powerful serve, handled off the sidewall. Goixerri into the corner, that's right on the sidewall. Tough save by Zulaika. Goixerri's got him trapped. He throws the 2-wall. Ooh, not enough. Zulaika rips it to the inside, and it scores on the return. 3 points.
Zulaika adjusted just slightly in this return. Not this return. But the one that came afterwards, he makes the catch on the 4. He goes straight out to the outside, makes the catch, and he throws this. That came in just a little lower than Goixerri was expecting. I mean, a tough catch for anyone.
Goixerri handles the serve. Low bullet inside, stopped overhead. Zulaika throws a 2-wall. That's too wide. Point and set. Goixerri wins it 6-3. In 2 minutes, we'll come back out. Play set number 2. So Goixerri comes away with the first set, wins it 6-3. Some aggressive shot making early on. Built up that lead and was able to close it out there 6-3.
No, Goixerri just looked so comfortable the entire time he was out there. The shots, he had the one that hit the pad, but no harm, no foul where that's concerned. Here's some replays from that first set.
Yeah, this is not a sight you want to see through the Chargers. Goixerri got it up there at the 2 line. He throws a 2-wall. And then off the rebote here, he's going to snap one. Zulaika just not enough to get out there.
He was ready for the second one that came a little bit later.
Oh, beautiful catch right there on the wall. And then look at this. Goixerri backing up, backing up, backing up. Straight outside.
Outside placement. That's just
I mean, that's
gorgeous.
the one thing that we've seen sometimes in doubles. I mean, Zulaika is very aggressive, and he likes to get back there on the inside and cut these balls off and throw that patented Costado 2-wall. Goixerri, I mean, it's not many guys that have the shots off the rebote to match and take advantage, but Goixerri is one of the few that does, and we saw that early on, and that's how he built up that lead.
I have a picture from a few years ago taken in the audience of our friends to the north where we have Goixerri standing next to Joey.
No, yes.
And they kind of walk by each other, and I asked him, I said, Joey, do you know who this is? Because he watches Magic City. He says, no.
said, Goixerri, you know who this is? He goes, Joey went, this is Goixerri? I was like, this is where your 2-all came from. Goixerri. This was the creator of that 2-all. And man, has Goixerri used it to his advantage. There's some guys that are, not everyone is as scary off the rebote as they are off of the front wall. Goixerri is.
Yeah.
Goes over his head, you're in just as much trouble as if he caught it in the middle of the court.
And without that, I mean, there's just not many opportunities for Zulaika to throw that 2-all against Goixerri. We'll see what happens here in this second set. Zulaika will have the serve to begin. We're ready to begin set 2. Zulaika serves to Goixerri. There's the serve by Zulaika. We begin with an overserve. Second serve coming up.
If you can, and Zulaika can, you want to keep Goixerri deep. You want to keep him throwing off the serve back behind the 12 line at a minimum, behind the 13 line if you can. Zulaika's got the power to do that.
Goixerri advancing on the serve. He rips this one. Zulaika, what a catch up overhead. Drops it into the corner. Rebote forehand powered inside. Zulaika gets back in there. There's a 2-all. That opens. It's wide. That's out of play. Goixerri gets on the board first to begin set 2.
Zulaika starting a more aggressive style of play, but you need to keep those boundary lines there marked in red on the floor in mind. And then highlight, it cannot touch the line. Has to land completely in.
This one opens up to the middle of the court, high to the inside on the return. Zulaika has to dig it out. He does so, puts it on the wall. Goixerri comes down with the ball. Zulaika winds it up. Powerful throw back inside. Goixerri with a tip ball. That's a point for Zulaika to tie things up.
That's that power from Zulaika. Puts a little extra zip on the ball, I guess is the best way to put it, the easiest way to put it. Goixerri's been making those scoops so far consistently. That one just came a little too fast.
Goixerri passes to begin, drops it into the Chula. That scores. Second point for Goixerri.
So there's this area, this crack that exists right between the back wall and the floor. Zulaika's got his heels there right now. If that ball hits close to that, it just doesn't come out to be replayed on the rebote, often called a chula.
Rebote left side is a 2-all. That kicks out. Second point for Zulaika. Ties it up 2-2.
Yeah, I think I had a little help from our patented side wall there.
Yeah, that really opened up.
It was a little on the wild side for I mean, compared to how you normally see Goixerri throw the 2-all,
yeah.
but that thing just like hit something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what a serve, what a catch. Backhand. Hits off the back wall. Here's the rebote. Rebote forehand. Just does clear that overhead screen. Inside placement on the wall. Missed on the one-handed attempt by Zulaika. That's 3 points for Goixerri. He retakes the lead.
I don't know that I've heard Zulaika vocalize frustration before. I've never. That's what I heard, right?
I think so.
I mean, I get it.
Oh, what a catch there by Zulaika before it crossed the sidewall. Backhand passes. Goixerri's 2-wall off the rebote. What a save by Zulaika.
That's in play.
Oh, and he saves it to the inside to score. What a return to tie things up 3-3.
Yeah.
Take a look at this one again. I mean, a pretty good 2-wall.
But look at this save.
In one fluid motion, flicks it up.
Our own Carballo used to call that La Pistola. And then Goixerri, look, he's got it, but oh man, that ball.
It's got so much spin. It
stayed inside.
Wow. Hard backhand, picked off by Zulaika. Zulaika passes to the inside. Robote comes out. Played back to the forehand to Zulaika, though. Goixerri long run.
Tough one. Juggling.
He juggled it. Juggling on the catch of Goixerri. That's now 4 points for Zulaika. He leads.
You know, that was next to an impossible catch. The fact that he juggled it is it is a foul, but it's really no foul on him. That catch was, that ball was coming fast. It was
Very
on the wall.
close.
Goixerri was running with it to try to stop it near Cesta. He can do it, but that was beautifully thrown by Zulaika.
Goixerri rifles it. Back into that corner. Robote forehand. Picked off by Goixerri. This one floated along the wall. Zulaika with the catch. Backhand to the inside. Goixerri's there. Long two-wall. It lands in. That one will score. Just out of reach of Zulaika to tie things up. 4-4 is the score. Goixerri serves.
Zulaika got out there. He knows that Goixerri's two-walls typically don't sail wide. I mean, one earlier sailed way wide, but that's besides the point.
Oh, under serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Zulaika from deep in the backcourt comes out low on the left side. Goixerri with the flying catch. He rips the backhand. Zulaika stands in. Robote forehand, power to the inside and passing. Zulaika tracks it down, comes back over the top. Here's Goixerri, picks it up on the bounce. The inside placement, scores. That brings it to 5-4 in favor of Goixerri. A possible set and a possible match point.
When Goixerri is winding up like that, you don't know which way he's going to go. He's equally capable of throwing it inside like he does there or snapping the two-wall. We've seen him throw, what, 4 or 5 two-walls?
Yeah.
Like that, including off of the Robote. You can't just stand in the middle of the court because the two-wall's open wide.
Nice backhand by Zulaika, clears the overhead screen. Goixerri, loader to the inside. Here's Zulaika. Goixerri, what a catch up the wall. Comes down with the ball. It's high. Here's the Robote. Played back to the inside. Goixerri running with it. Makes a save. Right to Zulaika. Costado back to the inside. What a read by Goixerri. He got back in there. Zulaika, forehand Robote. Looking to pass, he does. Goixerri, two-wall off the Robote. Not enough. Zulaika opens up with the carom. Goixerri's not going to get there. What a point. We're tied up at 5-5. Chance for Zulaika to extend the match. Goixerri to end it in straight sets. Zulaika will serve.
Zulaika turned into that carom. See the two-wall. These have been scoring. Zulaika stops it. What's he going to do? Throw it back, which is what he's been doing? No, he throws the carom. Just at a, but you see Goixerri's only 2 inches away from stopping that. Then you got Goixerri's forehand out there about the 6 line, 5 line. Dangerous.
Goixerri takes that serve. Backhand. Zulaika lets it pass. Plays the Robote on the back end. Goixerri with the catch. Low runner from the 10 line. Picked off the side wall. Zulaika, wall to wall again. Goixerri passes from the right side. What a Robote. Zulaika, a little clip. Goixerri's got it in the middle of the court. Inside placement. That'll score for the win. Point, set, and match. Goixerri gets it done in straight sets. 6-3, 6-5. Back-to-back wins for the Renegades to open up this game day. That's 2 points now. as we head into the doubles portion of today's game day. 5th division doubles, then 4th, followed by 1st, and we close it out in the 6th division. We'll see the replay coming up next. Yeah, this Rebote clipped. It came to the middle of the court. You see how Zulaika's got to run around Goixerri.
Yeah.
That's a lot of space, a long run, and he scores on that costado. 6-5, Goixerri ends the second set. We'll take a look at that game day score. I'm putting in the results here as we go match by match, because if Renegades keep playing like this, there's a chance that they could actually lock up the #1 seed before all is said and done today. With those 2 points, the Renegades now lead by 10.5 over the Chargers in our season-long standings. 10.5 point lead with only 14 points remaining on the season for the Chargers. So even if the Renegades don't lock that up tonight, that's going to be quite the hill to climb here as we approach the playoffs and wind down this regular season. Goixerri with another win. Yep. And with that, he completes a single season with a record of 9-1.
We see the warm-up here. Players for the next match, Barba and Arta, Goenaga, and Flores.
Goixerri in the DraftKings Players Cage. He is ready to go with that interview here. Goixerri, you finish up your single season with a record of 9-1. How do you continue to raise your play each season?
As always said, fighting, making my game, throwing kill shots, believing in myself, and that's all.
Awesome, Goixerri. Great playing again in a big straight set victory. Get another point for your team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, moving on over to this next match. 5th division of doubles. They're ready to go. Goenaga and Flores take on Barba and Arta. Barba and Arta just 2-6. Goenaga and Flores up at the top of this division with a record of 7-1.
Big backhand by Arta. Goenaga for the Rebote inside. Scoop by Arta. Rebote coming in low. Goenaga makes that save. Barba hard to the inside. That score is well thrown by Barba. He gets the Chargers on the board first here in our first doubles match of the day. Barba has the serve.
And look, I mean, last time these two teams played, Chargers came out flat, and I mean, Arta could handle the serve from Goenaga, and it got over pretty quickly. Different start to this one, a little more energy. Barba puts the team on the board early, which is a great sign if he starts firing.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. We know that Barba has been developing this sidearm or cortada serve. It comes where the front quarter can't catch it in the box and crosses the side wall. Here's a catch by Flores. Lays it up. Arta's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Flores from the 12 line. Rebote forehand. Here's Arta. Backhand by Arta. Rebote coming out. Powerful backhand by Arta. Barba gets in there. Fine catch. And the backhand from the 7 line. This Rebote coming out right up the middle. Goenaga shoots it inside. Here's Arta. Backhand. Coming in low. Goenaga makes a save. Arta from the 9 line. Low hard backhand. Rebote forehand save.
Oh, just made it.
Barba gets up there to make the catch. Sends it back. Lays it up. This ball's dropping. Goenaga makes the play. Juggling on the catch of Arta. We're tied up 1 point apiece. Goenaga has a serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, that's a tough sequence for the Chargers. Barba's got it up there at the 2 line on his right side. He throws it all the way back to Goenaga, then Arta juggles the next throw.
You know, it's one thing if you pass it over your opponent's heads and don't really feed the rebote from up there,
Yeah.
or the drop shot. We've seen Barba throw a number of drop shots from up there. Again, shot selection. It happens within, you have to make the catch and then the throw within seconds. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Arta. Goenaga's there. Arta deep in the backcourt makes a great catch. Scoop by Goenaga. Arta again, backhand to the inside. That rebote is not coming out. 2 points for Barba and Arta. Barba has the serve. That's the one thing with when you have a dominant front quarter and a weaker back quarter who wants the rebotes to come out, every now and then they're going to hit that spot. And those need to be caught by the back quarter before they hit it. Goenaga picks this serve, drop shot, both players take off,
a good one.
and that scores. That was a beautifully thrown drop shot by Goenaga. Again, it's a good serve by Barba.
Yeah, comes to the forehand here, but take a look at this drop shot and where the first contact is. It hits off the front wall, then side wall.
Low on the
before
sidewall.
the
Yeah,
floor.
low on the sidewall. That ball just dies.
Very well thrown here to tie it back up 2-2.
It's a fine catch by Arta. Plays it low. Goenaga's got it. Light touch. Barba, both players were there. Communication was off. Goenaga and Flores get the point. Goenaga has a serve.
Look, I mean, 2 players going for it. You just got to talk there. I mean, Barba's got the shots for a 6-level front quarter, but if Arta's going to be the leader of this team and take control, just make a loud call and Barba would give away.
Here's the backhand. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Barba eyes on the rebote. Makes the save to the outside. That's scooped up by Goenaga. Goenaga with the cortada that scores.
Yeah.
4 points for Goenaga and Flores. Goenaga has a serve. Goenaga doing a good job of switching from a hard throw to a lighter throw here.
Yeah, and look, Barba's on the floor. He's looking to get out of the way. And then there's a little bit of space. Arta hanging deep in the backcourt. It's a tendency. Leads open up to 2.
Here's a backhand by Arta. Rebote. Arta will take it on the bounce. Powerful throw. Flores is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote left side, high to the front wall. Beautiful scoop by Arta. Powerful backhand follows. Arta's there. Arta from the 8 line, powerful backhand. Arta makes this catch on the forehand. Scoop by Goenaga. Arta, great catch overhead on the forehand. Goenaga, again with the light touch. Arta read it, faked the 2-all, puts it inside. Flores makes a fine catch. Arta's there. This 2-all caught the pad. Pad is bad. 5 points for Goenaga and Flores of the Renegades. Possible set point.
Well, Arta's had a previous career up in the front. You know that he's very aggressive for a backquarter with those shots and just sends that one low into the pad, trying to cut back into this deficit a little bit quicker. But now it's opened up the lead to 3 and a chance for the Renegades to close it out.
Flores steps up absolutely when he has to. Does so consistently.
There's a backhand by Arta. This rebote comes to the 9 line. Arta on the catch. Backhand from the 8. Flores, fine catch. Backhand to the left side of Arta. Goenaga's on the inside to make the play. Has it off the rebote. Here's Arta. Beautiful catch by Flores. Rebote forehand. Arta goes high. Rebote coming out. Rebote. Play to the inside. Arta's there. This 2-all opens and scores. Beautifully executed by Arta. Still possible set point for the Renegades, Goenaga and Flores. El Barba has the serve.
Well, coming into today's match, Arta in Division 5 doubles, second in the entire roster across all teams in 2 walls thrown. I mean, 28, and that's a back quarter.
Wow.
That one opening up nicely, and it scores. I mean, the only player higher than him in Zulaika in Division 3, and we know what he's capable of when he gets going.
See the communication there between Arta and El Barba.
Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Tell you, had that been good, that's exactly the throw that's been working for El
Yes.
Barba all season long. It just has such spin. Backwarders. Oh my!
Oh, no.
Double fault. Point and set for Goenaga and Flores. They take the first set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Yeah, going for it there on the second serve. Dropped it low, back-to-back underserves, resulting in a 6-point for Goenaga and Flores, and they take the opening set.
We see Goixerri giving feedback to Flores in the ESPN3 players cage. You see El Barba on that serve in the replay. This low hard serve caught by Goenaga. That may have been in, again, just guessing, but that may have been in El Barba's head. He went for that hard sidearm serve, and Goenaga caught it in the air on the right side. So trying to get it away from Goenaga, just wound up turning it into a underserve. Back to back.
Rebote here, El Barba going to the floor. I mean, look at this. Perfectly placed, soft touch, and
absolutely
drops a foot in front of Arta.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's what was done there. Here we see teammate Ben working on Flores, making sure he stays loose. See El Barba seated with the hand mitts.
You know, it's interesting as how to defeat this Goenaga and Flores team. I mean, Goenaga, the highest ranked player, he controls the play up there in the front court. The only team that got the better of him was CRB and Kubala. I mean, that defensive-minded team. You look at the stats here for Flores in Division 5. He's thrown as few as 3 balls in a match and as many as 29 in a match here in Division 5. The one match that he threw 29 was the one match that they lost. So I think it's telling you, you know, you want to throw the shots and you like to put a quick point up on the board, but do players at this level have the proficiency to score at that consistent level and get 8 or 10 points on the board? The reality is probably not, and the reason why maybe a team like CRB and Kubal was able to defeat them is they were defensive-minded. They were willing to stand in there, play those long rallies, and eventually get the ball to Flores and force him to make a mistake and keep it away from Goenaga. You know, it's a lot easier said than done, but, you know, we'll see what happens coming out here in the second set. But the good thing is last time these two teams played, Goenaga, 7 of the 12 points came on aces. Not the case today. Arta certainly figured that out.
That ball is tipped off the serve. First point in the second set goes for El Barba and Arta. El Barba has the serve.
A great start to the set here. Goenaga likes to be aggressive, trying to pick it. Barba gets one up on the board early.
Excellent serve by El Barba. That one scores 2 points
for El Barba and Arta. El Barba has the serve. Yeah, when it works, it works.
Yeah.
When it works, it works.
I mean, crossing that side wall, coming in low to the left side of Flores.
See, and crossing the side wall in doubles, you're keeping it away from the front quarter.
Yes.
And the back quarter's got it coming off the side wall at his knees. Good catch by Flores. Doesn't hit El Barba, which is also nice. Here's the backhand. Arta on the catch. Backhand thrown powerfully to the inside. Goenaga calls for the rebote. Plays it inside. Arta has a tip ball at the 9 line. That's a point for Goenaga and Flores. Goenaga has the serve for the Renegades.
You like the aggressive start. They've picked up the pace of the Chargers to begin set number 2. And just a miss. I mean, Arta, you see the frustration after. One that he expects to make. And so Renegades their first point.
Powerful backhand by Arta. Rebote coming low. Goenaga just makes the save. This ball's floating. Arta's there. Backhand from the 7 line. Hard throw to the corner. Tough one. That will not have the distance. 3 points for El Barba and Arta. Here in the second set, El Barba has the serve.
That's what you got to do. Keep burying the Renegades in the corner. Force Goenaga to come back there and play these rebotes as deep into the backcourt as possible. You know, and sometimes you get it like that where he doesn't even continue the rally, dropping it in the pad.
He was so far back trying to make that save that. Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
But if Flores is going to step out of the way, I mean, don't blast it high off the back wall. Give those low runners. Try to drop it in the corner and make it as difficult as possible for Goenaga to try to play this, I mean, really a 1-on-2 style here in doubles.
Fine catch by Flores off a good serve by El Barba. Arta from the 12 line. Big backhand. Wall-to-wall rebote coming out. Catch by Arta. Fake the 2-all. Split placement comes to the forehand. Wow, that was really close to El Barba's head. Here's Flores, backhand. Here's the backhand by Goenaga. Rebote coming out. El Barba, forehand rebote. Hard to the inside. Goenaga's there. Beautiful catch by Goenaga. Arta from deep in the backcourt. Catch by Flores. Here's El Barba on the forehand. Midcourt. Goenaga's there. Outside placement. Oh, miscommunication between the Chargers. Goenaga and Flores get their second point. Goenaga has the serve.
And unfortunately, not the first time we've seen a communication error result in a point for the Renegades in this match. 2 players running for a ball in the first set, and now one splitting them up in set 2.
Yeah, that wasn't specifically a split placement, but I'll tell you.
Yeah. It forces this front quarter to make a decision. Does he go for it? I mean, good discipline by El Barba, not reaching in there to scoop it up, but I mean, if you go by the percentages, and you usually see the higher ranked player stepping in and call those split placements off, but if you don't talk, that's when you're going to see it drop between them and score.
It's a hard serve by Goenaga. He gets back in there to make the catch. Drop shot. Arta gets in there, calls him off. Oh, wow, what a throw. In and out of the cesta of Arta that goes. Good effort, and even better throw by Flores. We're all tied up, 3 points apiece. Goenaga has a serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, Arta read this the entire way.
He called Barba off loud.
Call.
Yeah.
You heard it.
But Flores makes a beautiful catch here on the forehand.
And look at this one. Comes over the top, crosses the wall. Shows you the importance of just catching that second surface. Throws off the timing of the catch, and it's missed by Arta.
Excellent serve by Goenaga. Great catch and throw by Arta. Excellent catch. Backhand 2-all. Scooped by Goenaga. Cortada. Stopped by El Barba, and a beautiful catch.
It's just high enough on the front wall below the rail. Powerful backhand. What a catch by Flores. Arch is there. Backhand. Goenaga's looking for the rebote at the 9 line. Makes a save to the inside. Here's Arta. Arta sends it back inside, close to the sidewall.
Beautiful.
Another beautiful catch by Flores. Arta down low. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. 4 points for Goenaga and Flores of the Renegades. Goenaga has a serve.
Well, every opportunity Arta's had on the costado this set, he's kept it inside. Testing Flores, he's just made a couple really good catches.
Yeah.
You see that discipline, but now, you know, when it doesn't work, can you keep throwing it again and again and again? You know, that's what's tough here for this Chargers team. Now down a point in set 2.
Beautiful catch by Arta. A great serve by Goenaga. 2-all. Stopped by El Barba. El Barba's 2-all. Stopped by Goenaga. Goenaga's carambola stopped by El Barba.
What a catch.
It's happening too fast to announce. Here's the catch by Arta. He comes over the top. Goenaga's there, winding up, sends it back. Arta, forehand rebote, save to the outside. Goenaga will take it in the air at the 3 line. Rifles it back, crosses the wall. It scores such a well-played point by Goenaga, El Barba, and Arta. That's the 5th point, possible set, possible match point for Goenaga and Flores. My, oh my, so much happened here. El Barba makes a good catch on the left side.
Pretty
Throws
good
it
2-all.
Absolutely.
I mean, low enough, gives you trouble on the catch. But look at that one.
That's a beautiful catch by El Barba. A tremendous
Back
catch
to
by Flores.
Man.
Excellent catch by Arta off a hard serve by Goenaga. Goenaga, rebote. 2-all. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That is point, set, and match for Goenaga and Flores. Taking it in the straight sets, 6-3, 6-3.
And yet another win for this Goenaga and Flores team, dominating Division 5. They improved to 8-1 with that win. Adds another 1.5 points for the Renegades season total, 3.5 now for the game day. When we come back, we'll take a look at what that does in our season-long standings. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Goixerri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Goixerri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! Take a look at that game day score now. 3.5 points for the Renegades. But the lead has opened up to 12 points between the Renegades and the Chargers. And that's with only 12.5 points remaining on the season now for the Chargers. We'll get back to those standings. We got to hear from Goenaga and Flores first. Winners of their 8th match now in the regular season. This team and the chemistries work so well between you two. How did it work, and how much has this grown over the course of this 2024 season?
Well, I think the most important thing is the communication. I think we have that. We talk with each other. We have a communication in the court, and I think that helps a lot.
Yeah, and Flores, I mean, the catching seems to be much improved in this division. What does it mean to have a player like Goenaga up there and good support in the front?
He does 80% of the game, so if I can just, do my little 20% and make that 20% matter, and, that makes me feel good. I mean, as you can see, he came up to me and said, Chris, you bailed me out a couple of times back there rather. But I'm glad we got the W, and we can put the points on the board.
Awesome, guys. Another great performance. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
All right, staying here in doubles, we'll move over to Division 4. We're going to see Kareah and Ben against Iturbide and Gallow. Kareah and Ben just 1-7 so far in the regular season. Iturbide and Gallow at 5-3.
Always like to see two original Magic City players, Ben and Kareah, both picking up Assessor for the first time, 2018.
There's a serve by Kareah. We begin match number 4. Gallow, forehand to the inside, picked off by Kareah. He drops a backhand to Iturbide. Ben now reaches in on the forehand, back to the inside. Iturbide's there to cut it off. Low bullet. Ben stands in, stops it overhead. Backhand floated on the wall. Iturbide's backed up to the 10. Another hard throw, picked off by Ben deep in the backcourt. Oh, that opened up. Kareah caught that on the right side. Iturbide scoops it up straight into the drop shot. Ben gets there and picks it off the side wall. Great control. Long run for Iturbide. He just does dig it out. Gallow into the front court now. Iturbide settles in the back. He lines up this rebote in perfect position to make the save. Ben coming cross court. He missed it. Great point to get this one started. Iturbide and Gallow on the board first.
Exciting play. Iturbide and Gallow moving well together. Gallow moving up to the front court.
Ball tipped in the service box. That is an ace. Iturbide and Gallow get their second point.
See Iturbide reaching for his arm. We've seen him do this now a couple times. Throwing power
The
for
last
four.
2 game days. That's an over serve. First fault. Second serve coming up for Iturbide. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. That serve takes Ben to the outside of the court. Ooh, low runner. That was close, but it's scooped up by Iturbide. High, hard return. Ben lets it pass. Kareah has her rebote. Iturbide attacks. Drop shot. Dropped in. 2 score. Got the second bounce and a 3-0 lead.
Again, Kareah and Ben not able to get a rhythm going so far. Iturbide, once he gets on this costado, capable of putting it anywhere.
Ben handles that serve. A runner inside, picked right off the wall. Beautiful catch. Nice return. Ben stops this one. Iturbide backed up to the 11 line. That's a hard throw. Ben stands in. Ben looking to pass. Gallow out of the way. Iturbide with the forehand rebote. Kareah advancing on it. Drops it on the left side, but Iturbide does the same at the 9. Catch by Ben, a little deeper to the backcourt, lifts it to Gallow. Ben now from the 12 line, backhand along the wall, picked up by Iturbide. Iturbide launches this one. Kareah looking for the rebote. He stops up at the 5 line, lays it up. Iturbide runs around it. Now from the costado, it's a splitter. Kareah makes the catch. He whips it inside, but it's tipped. First point for the Renegades.
That power, Iturbide's obviously catching great, but Kareah just, when he's on, when he gets that right side going, it becomes very difficult to catch.
Ben, long carom, Iturbide stays with it the whole way. Has it on the outside, low hard forehand, that will score. Leads back to 3, Chargers lead at 4-1.
See, that's the thing with the cortada. Again, throw it low and hard, but it doesn't have to be blasted. Beautiful 2-wall carom there by Ben. And this, just throw it where your opponent can't get to it. Ben was lingering in the back. Kareah wasn't in the right place. Kareah picks this.
Kareah's got the serve again. The 3-wall play, it lands in, opens and scores. Quick point. Renegades with their second.
Gallow being newer to the court than Eerb. Eerb is going to go for it. He's going to let him go for it. See Kareah grab this on his forehand, that dominant side. That just opened wide in the backcourt. Well done.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Gallow from the right side. He comes over the top. Big bouncer. Secured by Ben deep in the backcourt. Picked off the sidewall. What a catch by Eerb. Hard backhand right on the wall. Kareah just lays it up. Eerb attacking. Rips it back to Ben. The scoop is tipped. 5 points for the Chargers and a possible set point.
Eerb's come out firing. And it's been working for him.
Nice. Gets there by Ben. Ben from the other line puts it along the wall. Eerb has it. Ben back there at the 12. Lobs this one up. Eerb comes out a little bit lower. Ben steps up again. Catch by Gallow now off the sidewall. Looking to pass, and he does. Kareah comes back for it. Lays it up high off the front wall. Eerb runs under it. He powers it back to Ben.
What a
He's
scoop.
got the scoop. Hard to the inside. Gallow has it off the sidewall. A strong return. Kareah up at the 5 line. Plays it to the inside. Eerb up the wall. Comes down with the ball. Ben dropped it there in the corner. Point and set. Eerb and Gallow take it 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our second set.
Renegades just not able to get into a rhythm there with Kareah and Ben. Again, Kareah's got all that power on that right side, and Ben has just had a fantastic year this year. Catching and the power on that left side, the 2-alls when he chooses to throw it. Eerb been getting better and better at landing the shots with his court positioning. Gallow, of course.
So begin here. Take a look at some of those replays. Drop shot early on. That one dropped in to score. Very well done.
Beautiful carom by Ben. I mean, this is tough to throw next to the sidewall, and it's opening up. Eerb stops it, but then
Look at that return.
it's like I think we heard Alex describing the other day that in the bigger court, you have more room to see where to throw it. In this court, you better throw it well wherever it is that you're throwing it to.
Players making their way out there for this second set. And it has been a tough season for Kareah and Ben, but only players in Division 4 and 5 playing together up in Division 4, and you look at the makeup of this Chargers team. They also have their Division 5 player in there with Gallow, but supplemented with Eerb, who's a Division 2 rank. So huge advantage up in the front. The Chargers have been playing great all season long, looking to pick up their 6th win. There's a serve by Kareah. We begin set number 2. Gallow, soft forehand, floats it along the wall. Ben goes up for it. This one comes right up the middle. Eerb, drop shot out to the inside. Ben gets up there, controls it, and floats it to pass.
Well done by Ben.
Renegades have switched. Ben now up in the front court. He cuts one off. Backhand again. This one right on the wall. Gallow steps up. Gallow into the corner now. Robote forehand. Eerb waits on it. Inside placement. Ben scoops it up on the left side. Ben whips it up the middle. There's Eerb. Eerb, longer drop shot. Dropped in to score. What a throw. That gets him on the board first here in set 2.
The accuracy of Eerb's shots today has been absolutely spot on. This ball is going to have to come close to the side wall and die. Because you got two players running after it. Both players can get there, but as long as it's on the wall, it'll be a tough catch if they do get there.
Hard serve, Ben. Runs back in there to make the catch. Gallow from the right side. There's the forehand. Tipped overhead. Second point for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's a tough catch for anyone. But Kareah probably should have called him off and tried to make a play on the rebote. We've seen Kareah play back here at the 11 line, so we know he can do it. Ben just tipped that while the ball was still going up.
Another good serve. That one scores. It's an ace. Brings it to 3-0.
Yeah, that's that punishing serve that crosses the box, making it almost impossible for the front court to take it. We've seen Kareah play before. We know that a couple of those he's going to start sticking his chest up and trying to snag them.
What a stop there by Ben along the wall. Backhand picked off by Iturbide. Iturbide back to Kareah. From the 9 line, he winds it up and passes from the right side. Forehand rebote caught off the sidewall. That backhand's up in the overhead screen. 4 points for the Chargers.
You make the catch and then you get an unforced error. Kareah obviously trying to power that ball to the back wall. You got to keep the overhead screen in mind. We saw Arta doing that earlier. Didn't come out on the winning end of the match, but kept it away from the overhead screen.
Backhand to the inside, caught by Gallow. Gallow puts it along the wall. Kareah tipped it. 5 points, possible set, a possible match point for the Chargers.
I believe I saw the ball. Someone tipped the ball into Ben in the practice earlier today.
Did they?
Yeah.
It's just a magnet today.
Yeah.
Ben handles that serve, puts it to Gallow from the 11 line. And now on the inside, makes the catch, puts it up. Gallow back there at the 13. Then again, this time from the 11 line, looking to pass. Gallow tipped it. Kareah and Ben get on the board here. That extends the match. Kareah serves.
There'll be no shutout.
Gallow just out of the way of the serve. Gallow comes up with it in the backcourt. Kareah takes it in overhead from the 9 line. Threw it into the pad. Point, set, and match. Straight set victory for Iturbide and Gallow. 6-2, 6-1. Well, Chargers keep their hopes alive for the #1 seed with that win. You know they've secured a spot in the playoffs. They need the remaining points for the rest of the season, and so got it done there with Iturbide and Gallow. See if they can keep it rolling up next. Zulaika and Benny take on Goixerri and Aratz, the undefeated Goixerri and Aratz at 8-0. Game day score here, 3.5 points for the Renegades. The Chargers get on the board courtesy of Iturbide and Gallow. If you look at that regular season for Iturbide and Gallow, lost their first match against, it was Ron and Omega Reina for the Cyclones. And since that point, the only 2 losses have come against Hormache and Ikeda, one of the few remaining undefeated teams in Battle Court. So you factor strength of schedule in there, and these guys have been one of the better teams in the second half, or at least the second third of this season.
See the warm-up here for our next doubles match. Top-level double match. Rematch from World Super Court.
Zulaika and Benny ready to take on Goixerri and Aratz. Before we get to that, Iturbide and Gallow in the DraftKings Players Cage. After their win, Iturbide and Gallow, congratulations. If you guys have won 6 out of your last 8 matches, what has been working with this team?
Well, the only time we lost is when he played bad, so. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. We got good chemistry. We play good together. Our styles kind of blend in. I just sit in the corner and get him the ball up front. He does his thing.
Yeah, and as you guys are looking ahead towards the playoffs, what do you want to see from this Chargers team these last couple matches?
Just everybody staying healthy pretty much. We can't have any injuries. That would really kill us.
Well, thank you, Gallow. Great playing again by Eerb. Congratulations on another win.
You. Hopefully see you guys player of the day. Goodbye.
We'll make those calls, Gallow. But it's always a fun interview, isn't it?
I think it is always a fun interview. I think we may have spoiled it.
Well, a great match here. Goixerri and Aratz taking on Zulaika and Benny. Top division of doubles. Zulaika and Benny at 6-3. Goixerri and Aratz still undefeated. They are 8-0. Aratz hasn't lost a doubles match here in the Fall 24 Battle Court season. Across all competitions, Aratz 17-0 in doubles. Looking to stay perfect with this one.
Goixerri serves. We begin. That ball kicked up. It's an over serve. First fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's Benny on the backhand. He sends it deep. Robote. Left side by Goixerri. Benny from the 10 line. Powerful throw. Robote saved by Goixerri. Zulaika attacks. Commits to the 2-all. It hit the pad. The pad is bad. First point of this match goes to Renegades. Goixerri and Aratz.
One of the best defensive teams. I mean, probably the best defensive team in Goixerri and Aratz, and they also have the offensive skill set with Goixerri up there in the front. Really one of the most complete teams in all of Battle Court.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Catch by Goixerri. Zulaika from mid-court sends this one deep. Aratz will let it pass to the Robote. Benny, tip ball at the 12 line. 2 points for Renegades. Goixerri and Aratz. Goixerri serves.
Well, when you see a miss, I mean, what are you looking for? And that one, late contact with the side wall. I mean, off the Robote, powered in there, crossing, and Benny just couldn't line it up there into the basket.
Here's Aratz from the 13 line to the inside. Zulaika's there. Powerful backhand right back to the corner. Here's Aratz. Backhand by Aratz. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Aratz down low, fine catch, nice backhand. On the return, here's Benny from the 11 line. Robote forehand by Zulaika, backhand to the inside. Benny takes that off the side wall beautifully. Aratz, backhand from the 10. Robote forehand. Zulaika sets up, sets it inside for the big bounce. Aratz looks for the Robote, makes the save beautifully. Here's the catch by Zulaika. Powerful throw, down low. Aratz makes the save. Scoop by Zulaika. Drop shot. Oh, that is perfectly executed to score. Zulaika and Benny are on the board with a point for the Chargers. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't even hear that ball touch the wall.
No, I mean, that was perfect, and, you know, not one that we see Zulaika throw very often either, so execute it well, and it's rare to see it. I mean, just a perfect combination. Goixerri coming full speed, not close to it. It's the Chargers on the board.
Goixerri attacks, winds up, 2-all, stopped by Zulaika. Carambola scores. 2-2, we're all tied up. Zulaika has a serve for the Chargers.
Zulaika threw this one about as hard as he could at the lowest angle possible to reach the front wall. Bam, right there.
Yeah,
Came right back to Goixerri, and dangerous to give him a play on the ball, but
it happened so fast, and
even
his
that one.
accuracy was so spot on.
That ball is tipped by Goixerri off the serve. Third point for Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika has a serve.
you look at this. I mean, comes right back to him, and I mean that's typical. I mean that's dangerous. I mean, right in his catching radius.
It happened fast too. I mean,
Yeah.
that to me is the biggest thing.
Just don't have a lot of time.
I mean, Highland's a fast game, but this happened particularly fast.
There's the backhand. Catch by Benny. Benny to the inside. Goixerri's there. Goixerri low and hard. Here's Benny. Backhand from the 10 line. Aratz in the corner. Fearless as always. Returns the backhand. Benny sends it deep. Aratz is there. Zulaika saves the rebote, trying to pass Goixerri. Rebote save. Oh, hooked by Aratz in the backcourt. 4 points for Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika has the serve. Don't often see that happen.
Appropriately described. I mean, Aratz was not going for a drop shot. He was just trying to lay that one up off the front wall, hooked it, came out low, and eventually in the top part of the pad.
Usually he shoots high when he makes the saves.
So it makes it even more surprising, just a little way off from what we're used to seeing.
Serve up the middle, caught and returned by Aratz. Here's the rebote forehand by Zulaika. Goixerri's there. Benny advances to take that ball in the air. Well played. Here's Aratz, backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Goixerri. Goixerri placement to the inside, read by Benny. Benny Costado to the inside. Aratz is there. Rebote save by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Benny's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Low bullet from the left side of Goixerri. In the corner, Aratz goes. He comes out with the ball. And a powerful backhand. Rebote forehand rifled by Zulaika. Here's Benny. Difficult catch. Hard throw. Rebote forehand by Zulaika with control. Goixerri has it on the 10 line. Big, big backhand. Rebote coming all the way to the 4 line. Rifled low and hard and scoring. That is 5 points for Zulaika and Benny. Possible set point.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to seeing this type of pace into a second and even a third set as the ball warms up, but I mean, this is
Zulaika's
6
power
points
is,
in, and
Zulaika's power on that one was just, he didn't throw it particularly high to the front wall. He threw it straight to the corner, and Aratz catches the majority of them.
big set for the Chargers, looking to close it out.
Good catch by Benny. There's the backhand. Here's Aratz from the 10 line. 2-all opening wide and scoring. That point killed with authority by Zulaika. They take the first set 6-2. Put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, and play our next set.
Yeah, I mean, playing with a little bit of urgency, and that showed late in this set. Look at the Costado 2-wall by Zulaika. Threw it at Goixerri, couldn't get to it on the outside. Opens up wide and scores.
It wasn't necessarily conservative play, but conservative play for the Chargers wasn't working. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings players cage. You see Zulaika and Benny just turned out a fantastic first set. Of course, there's a certain element of poking the bear when you're doing that with
and
Goixerri and Aratz.
And there were a few unforced errors, too, for the Renegades. I mean, Aratz missing a couple there in the corner. Goixerri missed the serve.
I'll tell you, I can't take any. That forehand rebote that Got Zulaika fired straight
man.
to the back.
That was.
I mean, that came at a level that you and I don't see a lot of balls coming at that particular height, and it hit the floor or came close to hitting the floor when Aratz went to make that catch.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about, you as a player, whenever possible, you want to catch the ball in the air, and you want to be catching them in the air above your waist, whether it's the forehand or the backhand. Once you start reaching down for the scoop, or once you start reaching the tip of the cesta down beneath your knees, those become particularly difficult catches to have any type of control over. And Zulaika just blasted that one to the inside. One thing that is just spot on with this Chargers team is both the verbal and nonverbal communication between Benny and Zulaika has been there since the beginning.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Zulaika came to us from a traditional highlight background and just kind of generally asked, who would you like to play as your backcourt? He said, Benny. Really? Anybody? Yeah, Benny.
And going strong.
Absolutely. It's a great team.
But right now, coming into this match, the Renegades 10.5 points ahead of the Chargers in our regular season standings. The Chargers with only 11 points remaining. So this is a critical match. Zulaika and Benny, halfway done. They got the first set. See if they can get set number 2.
Of anyone you want to be facing in a second set, Goixerri and Aratz probably they're probably at the tippy end of
below any list. Yeah.
I just would not want to be facing a Goixerri. There's the serve. We begin. First serve is an ace for Goixerri. Goixerri and Aratz on the board first here in this second set. Goixerri has a serve.
And a little extra zip behind that serve to get things started.
You throw it so the front quarter can't get it, and it comes to the back quarter, not in the air, just off of that side wall, crossing that side wall deep. Has worked very effectively here at this court. Here's a backhand by Benny. Catch by Goixerri. Goixerri, backhand. Robote coming out to the forehand of Zulaika. Good power there. Here's Goixerri at the 10 line. Benny, great catch at the 12. Backhand to the inside. Goixerri from midcourt. Low bullet caught by Benny. Benny back to Goixerri. Goixerri winds up. Looks to get Benny on the bounce. Benny catches it on the bounce. Forehand played back to pass. Aratz is there. Robote forehand. Aratz reads it to the outside. Tough one for Benny. What a great catch by Benny. Aratz from the 9 line. Here's Zulaika. Backhand. Aratz is there. Backhand to the inside. Goixerri's calling for the Robote. Plays it to the inside. Benny will take this on the bounce. The 11 line. Aratz there again. Robote forehand. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Aratz sends this one high, clears the overhead screen. Forehand Robote just rifled by Zulaika. Scoop attempt high on the right side of Aratz does not work. 1-1. Zulaika serves for the Chargers.
And that one just kind of died off the front wall. I mean, really no fault of Aratz. He's moving up on that ball, expecting it to come to a certain place on the court. And, boy, it just did not. Dying off the front wall and then forcing a very difficult scoop. It just couldn't make it.
Another powerful serve by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Robote saved by Zulaika, clearing the overhead screen. Aratz takes it in the air. Here's the backhand by Benny. Benny on the backhand. Robote forehand by Zulaika, caught in the air by Aratz. Zulaika reaching back in. Wound up tipping the ball. That's a point for Goixerri and Aratz. I don't think that Benny called him off, and that's the second time we've heard Zulaika shout out today.
No, he was a little late to get back to the inside, and he had that one lined up. And
Benny really moving to keep this on the left side. That's a nice catch. Here's Aratz backhand. A lot of traffic in this backcourt.
yes, there is.
It's rush hour at Magic City. There's the forehand. What a catch by Benny. Aratz to the inside. Zulaika, forehand rebote. Aratz from the 10 line, backhand. There's Benny, low and hard to the inside. Goixerri took that off the side wall. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, fired by Goixerri. Beautiful catch by Zulaika, powerful backhand. Rebote forehand. Here's a backhand by Benny. Beautiful catch by Aratz off the side wall, deep in the backcourt. Zulaika, forehand rebote. Rebote forehand to the outside. Zulaika, rebote to the inside. Aratz alone makes the catch on the forehand. Lays it up. Benny catches it in the air. Comes over the top. It's a beautiful throw by Benny. It's caught well by Aratz. Big backhand. Rebote right up the middle. Benny will come out looking for the rebote. He's got the save. Goixerri picks it in the air. Back to the inside hard. Benny's there. Backhand low. Aratz makes a save. Zulaika attacks. Powerful, powerful forehand. Rebote's save by Aratz is beautiful. It goes to the outside. Benny reads it, stops it, returns a carom that is stopped by Goixerri. Goixerri blasts one home to score. What a tremendous point played by all four of these players. That was excellent. That point goes to Goixerri and Aratz of the Renegades. They lead 3-1 on the second set.
Oh, tremendous effort by Aratz making that save. Benny had the presence of mind. He knows it's going to open up, has Zulaika's back up. Goixerri with a good reach. Zulaika's still on the ground safely and able to score.
When that's going on around you, that's where you need to be.
It's the
Face down on the
safest place.
Yeah, exactly, face down on the ground. In and out of the cesta, the ball goes. 4 points for Goixerri and Aratz. Goixerri has the serve.
I mean, it's the same across any level of doubles here. That serve coming in a little bit lower, and you see it missed by Benny.
What a catch by Benny. That serve was absolutely hammered by Goixerri. He makes a save at the side wall. Here's Zulaika at the 4 line. Low and hard to the inside. Aratz. Tremendous catch on the backhand. 2-all. Lands.
Oh, goodness me. That's not what you...
Yeah, no, that's a good way to... The shoulder,
To hurt yourself.
the wrist,
Wow.
and the cesta do not appreciate that. But that's... Goixerri's never say die. I mean, Zulaika really snaps this one
that's a really
beautifully. You
good
see it opening
2-all.
up.
But there, he's trying to throw it,
Yeah.
and he gets caught in the net, and just good that he came out in one piece.
There's a reason why we have those rules about the interaction with the screen. It's dangerous, real dangerous.
Outside serve, that's a good one. Oh, my.
Excellent outside serve.
Aratz
Beautifully
almost
read
won the
by
cage.
Aratz. That's a tough rebote. Zulaika made the rebote, but it hit the overhead screen. 5 points for Goixerri and Aratz. Possible set point.
I apologize to you. I didn't mean to step over
No,
you
you're
there,
fine.
but he almost ran headfirst into that metal cage with that outside serve. I mean, take a look here. I mean, that's about as
This
well
is
placed
gorgeous,
as you
yeah.
can get it, and Aratz is running full speed and just stops. Oh, my. He's quick.
Beautiful catch by Benny off an excellent serve by Goixerri. Robote. Forehand by Zulaika. Sidearm. Goixerri calls for the Robote. Little clip. Zulaika has it. Split placement. What a scoop on the forehand of Aratz. Here's Benny. Robote back to the same place. Goixerri pulls it out of the air. Rifles it back. Benny looking for the Robote. He makes the save. Clip caught by Goixerri. Drop shot by Goixerri will score. Point and set for Goixerri and Aratz, taking the second set 6-2. Tremendous play by all 4 players. Third and final set coming up in just 2 minutes.
Consider the bear poked, Stu, 6-2 in that first set, and Goixerri and Aratz come right back. 6-2 in set number 2 to force this third set.
It's got nothing to do with poking the bears we talked about earlier. It's got nothing to do with, agitation or anything like that. It's just Goixerri and Aratz playing from behind is a beautiful thing to watch and a very aggressive beast. Here you have a fantastic catch by Aratz, sending it back, gets it across the sidewall. Robote by Benny. And this one winds up just in the forehand of Goixerri. Now you saw the ball move in the cesta. For those of you who may be new to Jai-Alai, it's like, well, sometimes they call juggling on that. No, they don't. Not on that. That ball never lost contact with the inside of the surface of the cesta. It's going to roll. Your players are going to catch it deep. But when they throw it, it maneuvers up to the tip of the ball, to the tip of the cesta. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You see Goixerri there. And his legs worked out by Ben. Zulaika in the back of the Players Cage. Aratz, as his wont, is already on the court. Goixerri's moving out to join him. Tremendous play by these two, both by Zulaika and Benny. Obviously, they would have liked to have finished it in straight sets. We're going to move on to a third and final set. And look, this is anyone's set.
Yeah, I mean, no clue which way to call it. I mean, a couple unforced errors in set 1 for Goixerri and Aratz. I mean, 6-2, and then they came right back. A few unforced errors by the Chargers, and here we are. And you always have to give the edge to Goixerri and Aratz. I mean, still undefeated. They've already beaten Zulaika and Benny here in the regular season, but there's a lot on the line for the Chargers too. I mean, still hoping for the #1 seed, although it's a long way to go. They need this win. You got their best team out there against the Renegades' best team. See what happens in this third set.
Zulaika serves, power serve. My, oh my, what a catch by Aratz. Powerful forehand Robote by Zulaika, wall to wall, out to the Robote. Benny on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Aratz advances to take that ball in the air. Here's Benny from the 11 line. That clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand, right to the left side of Zulaika. Zulaika costado to the inside. Robote by Aratz. Benny's there. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Low runner. Goixerri's looking for it on the right side. Zulaika caught that ball behind him. Tough catch. Robote saved by Goixerri. Here's a backhand by Benny. Into the corner. Out to the Robote. Played for the big bounce by Goixerri. Here's Benny. Great catch. Hard throw. Aratz is there. Robote forehand by Zulaika right to the backcourt. Aratz again. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Goixerri calls for the Robote. Here's a backhand by Benny. Ball tipped by Benny. First point of the decisive third set goes to Goixerri and Aratz of the Renegades. Goixerri has a serve.
I mean, the ball's just flying here in this third set, and Benny goes to make that catch to his right side. He's kind of almost chopping at it, trying to stop and control at the same time.
When you just think about the timing, that's why we always recommend against it.
Yeah.
Have your cesta up and adjust it, but when you try to chop into it,
You got to start before the ball's coming at you.
2-all.
is beautifully executed by Zulaika to score 1-1. Zulaika has the serve. See, this is the whole thing behind someone taking your serve. If you're a powerful server, it begins to mess. It begins to mess with your math.
Yeah. Especially a guy like Goixerri too, but Zulaika keeping this outside.
Powerful throw. Caught in the forehand of Zulaika. Zulaika powerfully keeps it low. Here's Aratz. Beautiful catch deep in the backcourt. Make no mistake, there is nothing easy about these catches that Aratz and Benny are making in the backcourt. Robote forehand, fire to the inside, out to the Robote. Goixerri makes a save, keeps it in play. Zulaika reaching up, light touch, not light enough. Here's a Goixerri. Goixerri rips it inside. I don't know that anybody could see that ball to catch it. 2 points for Goixerri and Aratz. Goixerri has the serve.
Yeah, and the point got away on this throw.
Yeah.
Zulaika would like to have that one back and then leaves his back quarter on an island. And, I mean, what are you going to do there? You just got to make an impossible catch. You can see Zulaika apologizing back to Benny saying, hey, didn't mean to leave you back there.
Yeah.
He knows how much power Goixerri can get on the ball. Executed it to retake the lead.
The ace scores. 3 points for Goixerri and Aratz. Goixerri serves. If you've got it, throw it that long.
This is
that low. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, twice the power of what El Barba does, but the same idea. You know, you cross the box so the front quarter can't get it low. Then you have it cross the side wall where the back quarter can't get to it.
I'm in the path of this ball behind the glass, and I'm genuinely uncomfortable. So, I mean, look at that.
Beautiful catch by Benny. He knew it was coming. He had a great catch. Here's Zulaika. Zulaika back to the inside. Aratz is there. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown by Zulaika. Wow. Yeah.
That's all we can say. I mean, this ball is flying.
This is a tough one for Aratz. He makes the save. Zulaika on the four-line, low and hard. He went for a second save, just could not make that second save. That's 2 points for Zulaika and Benny. Goixerri and Aratz with 3. We're in the third and decisive set. First team to reach 6 points will win this match.
I mean, if you're Aratz, I mean, to save that Robote, you almost have to start your motion as the ball is hitting the back wall. I mean, look at where this comes off. It's in his basket before he even starts to make the throw. Wow.
We saw this in World Super Court with the champion backcourter. At some point, he turned to an all-power game, and it changed the dynamics of everything that was going on the court. That's what we're seeing with both Goixerri and Zulaika. Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. No, they're throwing it that hard. That one that came to Aratz, it was like. Catch by Aratz, backhand. Zulaika, forehand Robote. Goixerri takes down low. Split placement, scoop by Zulaika. The Costalo 2-all by Zulaika is the perfect throw at that moment to score the point. Zulaika and Benny have 3. We're all tied up. Zulaika has a serve. Here's a beautiful catch on the replay.
Well, it's
but look at the scoop.
I mean, what a catch, and Zulaika has to take the shot. Scott
Absolutely.
Goixerri trapped inside, throws it well, ties it up.
The risk is it may land out, but if it lands in, Goixerri's not there. First fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line after hitting the front wall, the glass part.
This season in Division 1 doubles through 16 2-wall kills for Goixerri, for Zulaika. The next closest is Goixerri with only 10. I mean, that's the Chargers game.
And Goixerri is the 2-wall master here. Another hard serve. Here's the backhand. Low and hard by Aratz. Benny hangs in there. Nice backhand. Goixerri from the 9 line.
Beautiful throw by Benny. The ball's on the side wall. Goixerri makes the save. Here's Zulaika. Zulaika throws it low and hard again. What a scoop by Aratz. Robote for Goixerri. Catch by Zulaika. Hard throw. On the hop, Goixerri makes the catch. Here's Benny on the forehand from the 12 line. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played by Goixerri. Interference has been ruled. The point will be replayed. Once again, interference has been ruled. The point will be replayed. Zulaika has a serve.
Late communication there by the Chargers, but once they did, they realized that Zulaika had a better play on the ball, and Goixerri was in his way. You see here, trying to get in there. Goixerri comes across. Zulaika stops. Interference granted. Replay the point.
It's a nice backhand by Aratz. Going to the side wall. Benny stops it. Right to the corner. Aratz is there. Benny advances. Backhand from the 10 line. Aratz moves up. Here's the backhand. Zulaika overhead. Backhand from the 9 line. To the corner. And Aratz is there. Robote left side. Excellent catch by Benny. Takes it on the bounce. Goixerri, backhand from the 9 line. Low bullet. Caught by Benny. Benny on the backhand. Robote, left side. Benny, what a catch by Benny. That ball crossed the side wall high. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Powerfully thrown to the outside. Goixerri, perfect court positioning to make the play. Here's Benny. Benny throws it low, not low enough. Here's the catch by Aratz at the back wall. Powerful backhand. What a catch by Aratz behind the 13 line. Robote, the rebound from the back wall. Oh, gets away from Zulaika and hits the overhead screen. That is out of play. 4 points for Goixerri and Aratz. Goixerri has a serve. We are in the third and final set of this match. First team to reach 6 points wins it.
Zulaika's really been flawless up there in the front court these last couple sets, so first mistake there with that forehand Robote, just sending it up high.
Beautiful catch by Benny. There's the backhand. What a catch by Aratz at the side wall. Benny from the 11 line to the inside. Goixerri blasts this reverse. Forehand Robote by Zulaika. Robote save. Zulaika gets in there to make the catch in the air. Powerful, powerful backhand. Goixerri's calling for the Robote. Low and hard it is. Zulaika cuts it off at the 7 line. Here's Aratz from the 13. Benny from the 11 to the inside. Robote forehand by Goixerri. Cut off by Zulaika. Zulaika throws a Costalo 2-wall. My, oh my, what a shot. 4-4 is the score. He just, I mean, this one happened, again, it happened so fast.
It really opened. Yeah.
It happened so fast. You got Goixerri running for that.
The angle off the sidewall was significant, and it just dropped in low and scored.
That was just so beautiful. That was so perfectly executed by Zulaika. We're all tied up. What a catch by Aratz off a blasted serve by Zulaika. There's the backhand. Aratz is there. Benny down low. Backhand from the 12 line. Aratz, backhand. There's a backhand by Benny. Hard throw to the inside. Goixerri. Zulaika cuts it off in the air. Kind of a splitter. Didn't split and caught by Aratz. What a scoop by Benny. That's in play. It's also on the forehand of Aratz. Zulaika tipped it. 5 points for Goixerri and Aratz. This is possible set, possible match point for the Renegades.
Just trying to take that one off the side wall and maybe throw a shot. I mean, there just isn't a lot of space as this pace is kicked up to a level that I don't know if we've ever seen out there on the court. I think the World Super Court with
Maybe,
Goixerri and
yeah,
Aratz
exactly.
against Jairo and Lopez is the only thing that's comparable to this match now.
Zulaika picks the serve, rifles it inside. Aratz makes a clutch catch. Here's Benny. Backhand from the 9 line on the sidewall. This is a tough one. Rebote play. Benny reaches up high but cannot make the play. Such aggressive, dominant play by all 4 players. Great effort. Goixerri and Aratz win it in the 3rd set, 6-4.
I mean, really an incredible match. And, you know, they say in a lot of other sports it's a shame that somebody has to lose it. You know, sometimes it sounds a little bit silly because they're making a lot of money. I mean, for these guys, it's win or nothing. It's all or nothing out there on the court, and really is true. And feel for Zulaika and Benny, but Goixerri and Aratz, they're just too tough. They remain undefeated at 9-0 with that win in 3 sets. Look at the scoop here by Aratz, back to the inside. I mean, the pace here in this set. Rebote kicks way up. Benny just caught a little deep in the basket and pops out there at the end. 6-4 in a 3rd set. Goixerri and Aratz get the win.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Game day shows a 5-1.5 scoreboard. Renegades lead with 1 doubles match left. 6th division. We're going to see Kareah and Flores against Barba and Gallow. Before we get to that, though, we're going to hear from Goixerri and Aratz. They remain perfect with that win. And most importantly, the Renegades lock up the #1 seed. We'll ask them about it here in just a few seconds. Here they are, Goixerri and Aratz. 9 matches in a row in the top division of doubles, and with that win, you guys have now secured the #1 seed headed into the playoffs. What does that mean, and what type of advantage does it mean going into the championship rounds?
Yeah, we have 9-0. We play really good together many years. We are first now for the playoffs. That was the goal. Now make the playoff, win the playoff, and go to the championship.
Yeah, that's it. We are going to try to get the playoffs, and then let's see if we can get the playoffs. We are going with all, so that's it.
Awesome, guys. Another incredible match. Congratulations. We'll see what happens in this final one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The finale here in the 6th division. Kareah and Flores at 3-5 take on Barba at Gallow. They're 4-5. Final match of the game day. Renegades have locked up the win. Chargers looking for some extra points. There's the serve by Kareah. We begin with a nice serve. Across the sidewall and scores the ace. It's the Renegades on the board first.
Barba's shouting back to Gallow, making sure that everything's all right.
They miss on the serve. Forehand played up the middle. Flores reaches in to make the catch. Backhand to the inside, backing up. Gallow scoops it up. Low runner. Flores reaches in. Barba handles it off the sidewall. Nice backhand. Flores again from deep in the backcourt. Lifts it along the wall. Gallow gets up to it. Backhand takes him to the outside. Kareah floats it just above the pad. Barba won't get there. 2 points in a row for the Renegades.
Kareah usually throws it a bit harder. Barba just wasn't ready to move in that fast and get it. Some solid catching here by Flores in the backcourt. Very well done.
Catch by Flores, back at the 11. This one opens up. Barba reaches out. Forehand dropped inside. There's Kareah. Kareah floats it back to Barba. Barba in the middle of the court. Split placement. Split them up to score. Barba It's the Chargers their first point of this match.
Throw the ball where your opponent is not, and that's exactly what El Barba did. Threw it between the front quarter and the back quarter. High, actually. Very well done. Perfect. Perfect placement. See if El Barba goes to that serve right off the bat. Yes, he does.
It's an underserve, second serve for El Barba.
Again, El Barba trying that sidearm, that cortada serve, thrown low and hard, kept away from the front quarter, crossing the side wall where the back quarter can't get to it.
Second serve is good. Flores handles, drops it inside. El Barba runs under it. Kareah goes up, long drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second. 3-1 lead.
We always are, every day we think about it.
This one floated inside. Flores runs under it. This opens up. El Barba inside placement. That's missed. 2 points for the Chargers.
That's Flores' first miss. Barba threw it back to the inside, right at the feet of Flores. Tough to make that catch. I'd say Goixerri right there.
Backhand opens up to the outside. Kareah looking for that rebote. He just flicks it up there. That's in play. El Barba attacking. 2-all. Thrown in to score. 3-3.
El Barba has his shots. He's the first to tell you what he doesn't have is the speed. He can't always get to where the ball is. He tries, but when he gets it, he scopes these shots out well. The split placement before that 2-all, just well done.
Oh, Flores handles that serve. Backhand inside. Gallow runs around it. Makes a rebote, and it clears the overhead screen. What a play. Kareah high and hard to the inside. Gallow lining it up. Wow, what a flick up overhead. Flores attacks it, makes the catch, rips it inside, handled, but then dropped by Gallow. 4-3 lead for the Renegades. Gallow again, high and hard from the right side. Flores ranging back, takes it overhead. Dropped up to the 8 line. There's El Barba to cut it off. Flores ranging back behind him again, pulls it in. Back inside, here's Gallow. Catch by Flores. Flores on the left side. Gallow now from the forehand. Kareah steps in, cuts it off. Another long drop shot. Got the first bounce. El Barba gets up to it. He whips it outside. There's the scoop. Kareah, high and hard, looking for the 3-wall. Gallow lines it up, drops it up the middle. Flores now from the middle of the court, backhand 2-wall. Tipped by El Barba. 5 points for Kareah and Flores. They have a possible set point.
Just by moving the ball around.
Gallow from the right side, he comes over the top. Flores again brings it in. He passes now. Rebote, left side, played back to the inside. Flores runs under it, nice catch. Flores again makes the catch in the air. Low runner inside. Caught by Barba. Barba trying to pass. Flores gets up there. Kareah opens, and it scores. Kareah and Flores win it. 6-3, 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2. So 6-3 in that first set. Kareah and Flores get the win. A lot different than what we saw the last time out. Couldn't get anything going. Not great communication on and off the court. And here they are back in the DraftKings players cage. A little more activity from Flores today than we're used to seeing within this team. And see a good result there in that first set. Played a number of balls, caught almost everything on both sides. Here's the long carom at the end. Sidewall, front wall, lands in. Barba looking to get up there. Just couldn't get it in the right part of the basket. 6-3. Kareah and Flores take the opening set. You see back here in the DraftKings players cage with the Renegades team. Ben, as always. You can double duty as the massage gun guy for the Renegades. Following Flores around, and he'll take a little bit too. Look, I mean, if someone's offering, I mean, you're not gonna, probably can't hurt. For Barba and Gallow, I mean, coming in winners of their last 2 matches, and boy, just haven't gotten anything going to start off this one. Barba, I think he stayed out there the entire time. Gallow out momentarily. He's back out as well. Eager to get this second set started.
Yeah, he's tying on a cesta.
Couple seconds still left on that clock. When it winds down, we can officially begin set number 2. There's a serve by Barba. Set 2 has begun. Flores puts it inside. Barba reaches out to make the catch. Kareah calls him off, saves the rebote. Gallow advancing on it. Gets up there at the 8. Powerful throw again. Dropped in the corner. Rebote forehand pushed outside. Barba, quick bounce brought in on the forehand. He whips it inside. Flores, one-handed catch. He stabs it out of the air. Forehand back over the top. Flores has got it again. Rebote laid up to the outside. There's a catch by Barba. Barba back to the inside. Flores reaching. He pulls in another one. Kareah just does make the save. Barba could not get up to it. Tremendous point. Renegades on the board first again to begin this second set.
Tell you, Flores made 2 beautiful catches there back to back. One, yeah, we call it stabbing because you really stick your cesta out there and it's either there or it's not. In that case, it was. But 2 beautiful catches by Flores.
Flores, nice catch back there at the 11 line. This opens up. Barba takes it in. Forehand back inside. Gallow. Nice save just above the pad. Kareah advancing on it. Inside placement. Gallow stops it on the bounce. Rebote left side. Sent up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. Barba and Gallow get their first point of set 2.
Tough to make that play on that rebote. Yeah, if they win, he will have won both his games, and he played well both.
Backhand to the inside. Good catch there by Barba. Puts it on the wall. There's Flores. Low runner. Gallow lets it pass. Now has to save the rebote, but it's up in the overhead screen. Second point for the Renegades.
Yeah, that one just got away from Gallow. again, when the ball's coming off the back wall, you're using the momentum of the ball to make your rebote. It hits just the right spot, and you can get some pretty good zip on it. But in that case, you're just kind of guiding it up to the front wall. A little too high for Gallow. Overhead screen.
Comes out a little bit lower. Flores, beautiful control up overhead. Catch by Gallow. Flores clears the backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Kareah drops it over the top, floating along the wall. Gallow picks it. Backhand to the outside. Flores has to step in. He makes a save. Gallow back it up. Now on the right side, comes over the top. Flores again with beautiful control. Forehand played inside. Catch by Flores. Backhand 2-wall. Scooped up by El Barba. El Barba whips it inside.
Oh,
There's
my
a scoop
goodness.
by Flores. El Barba again. There's a hard backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote laid up by Kareah. El Barba gets there before the second bounce. Drop shot. Oh, not droppy enough. Kareah gets up there in plenty of time.
Good control.
Softer touch on the 3-wall, but Gallow knows where to be. Rebote missed. Tremendous point. A third point for the Renegades. Forehand over the top. Forehand to the outside. Oh, what a
what a
reach by
catch.
Kareah. Kareah whips it back
Cortada.
to him, and it scores. 4-1 lead for the Renegades.
My, oh my. Well played by Kareah, both on the catch and the return.
Look at this read to the outside placement. Full reach by Kareah.
Yeah, you saw it roll up into his hand. Sorry, into the part of the cesta just underneath his hand. That's legit, as long as it doesn't bounce.
Gal gets in there before it crosses, rips it on the wall. What a stop by Flores, backhand 2-wall. El Barba reaches, stops it, puts it over the top. Oh, Flores almost got to that one. Second point for the Chargers.
I mean, that would have been, what, phenomenal catch number 5 for
Yeah.
Flores. And I did try to get as many fuffs in that, including Flores, because, yeah, just some spectacular catches. That one off the wall, that would have been outrageous.
Hard serve, that's missed. 3 points for El Barba and Gallow.
Flores knows he can make these catches.
Oh, that's another ace. 4-4 is the score. El Barba and Gallow serve.
That was an excellent serve by El Barba. Not exactly sidearm, coming a little bit more 3/4, which means it's going to be a little higher. Flores got his cest on it, just could not stop it coming off that side wall. Good effort, though.
Alt over serve. Second serve coming up for El Barba. Second serve is good. Flores takes this one off the wall. Backhand. Up by El Barba. El Barba passes beautifully. Kareah gets out there. Plays up the rebote from the 7 line. El Barba reaches. Makes the catch. Backhand 2-wall. Ooh, not enough. Kareah juggling. holding on the catch of Kareah.
Holding.
That's going to give El Barba and Gallow 5 points and a possible set point.
Holding. So we don't see
Wow.
holding calls
Rare.
often, but Kareah does push the boundary. There's a few guys that do.
Well, this one felt
okay,
like
so
an
he
extra
makes the catch.
Yeah,
okay.
that felt like an
Okay, so there's 2 steps to the outside. Even El Barba's asking for even El Barba's asking for something on that.
Oh,
one.
that's the right call. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a few too many steps involved. We frequently get the question, how many steps are allowed? Not that many.
Yeah. Oh, that serve was tipped by Flores. Point and set to the Chargers. They win it 6-4. 2 minutes will come back and play set number 2.
So El Barba got that serve working there in that second set. We're going to go on to a third and decisive set.
Yeah, some question there. That serve stayed inside, but it was ruled to have been tipped by Flores before it hit Gallow. You know, and this is one of those cases where it's not a reviewable play, so
No, call is
you
the
can
call.
you can debate it all you want, but it's one that will not change. There's some replays though of a well-played second set. I mean, it looked like Renegades were up 4-1, had full control. Flores making catches like that, and then it just got away from them.
Several really good catches. Several really good catches by Flores there in the backcourt. And El Barba got things moving in the second set. The catching was on, the serve was on. Flores had made about 5 really good catches on the left side before that one.
Backhand 2-all, this one right to Kareah. It's right there, and then he took about 4 steps before he even started the
Literally,
throwing
you
motion.
can't you can count the steps, and it's not a question of the steps. There really isn't a number of steps that you're limited in taking. This has to be in one motion, but
Yeah, there's the final replay, some discussion. I mean, look, player and, well, the chief judge also explaining, number one, it's not reviewable, but number two, that in the replay, it looked like Flores got a tip of the ball, and then it hit Gallow. Third set coming up here, 6-4. El Barba and Gallow able to close out set number 2. Third set coming up right now.
a spirited discussion, I believe we call that.
There's a serve. Our third set is underway.
Under-
Begin with an underserve. Second one coming up for Kareah. Second serve is good. Ball tipped on the return to Kareah. Chargers step out ahead first here in our third and decisive set.
Both teams need to maintain that organization that they've had throughout the first two sets.
Vault over serve. Second one now for El Barba.
This is a different El Barba than certainly than we saw last week. Focused, serious.
Second serve is good. Flores up at the 8 line, drops it along the wall. Gallow steps around it. He's up the rebote. Flores from the 9, backhand floated along the wall, picked off by Gallow. Gallow comes out a little bit higher. Flores reaches up. Forehand stays outside. Look at how Barba winds it up.
What a scoop.
By Kareah. Kareah high to the inside. Gallow gets out there, makes another save. Kareah reaches with one hand. That ball is tipped. Second point for El Barba and Gallow.
Yeah, Kareah reaching in. Don't know that Flores was going to call him off. Flores probably had the better play on that. Don't think it was going to bounce that high.
Flores stops it, puts it back inside. Gallow, high and hard. Kareah, that rebote escaped. 3 straight points for the Chargers, El Barba and Gallow.
And El Barba setting a pretty fast pace here.
Yes, he is.
I think recognizing that momentum is on his side.
Hard serve again, Flores.
Great
what
catch.
A stop before it crossed. El Barba with the catch. Hard backhand, rebote coming out. Rebote played up the middle. El Barba has it in the air. He powers it to the inside. Caught by Flores. El Barba, this time from the Costado. 2-wall, picked up on the bounce. Kareah whips it inside. Gallow knows where to be. Lays it up. Ball floating. Flores handles up at the 8. Backhand picked off by El Barba. El Barba passes now. Flores alone for the rebote. He makes a save.
Good save.
Stopped on the outside by Gallow. Gallow comes over the top. Big bounce.
What a
There's a
scoop.
scoop by Flores. This one opens to the middle of the court. El Barba reaches in. Another backhand pass. Tough rebote. Saved by Kareah. El Barba comes cross court. Controls it. Backhand to the inside. Dropped along the wall. 4 straight points for El Barba and Gallow.
Solid play again by all 4 players in this match, in this set rather. El Barba doing the bulk of the work. Gallow's been just mostly defensive, making saves. Kareah's had some really good catches, and Flores' catches have been solid in the backcourt.
Fault under serve. Second one coming up for El Barba. Serve is good. Flores attacking. Comes out with the left side, handled by Gallow. Gallow able to pass. Kareah on the rebote. Push up the middle. Gallow stops it. Low and hard to the inside. Handled on the bounce. Beautiful control. Backhand played into the corner. Rebote. Kareah. Oh my, in doubles no less. What a shot by Gallow. 5 points, an impossible set, and a possible match point.
We've seen him do that a couple times.
In the backcourt in doubles.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Kareah off the rebote, opens up, and it scores. Wow.
Got to respect it.
Flores picks a serve off the wall, backhand up the middle. Look at El Barba. El Barba coming cross court. Caught by Kareah. Kareah delivers it inside. Gallow again. El Barba whips it back inside. Kareah reaches out, makes the catch. Floats it to Gallow again. Comes charging up the inside. Scoop.
Beautiful scoop.
By Flores. Again, this time we're going to pass. Flores rather steps out of the way. Kareah lays up the rebote. El Barba, drop shot. Oh, Kareah's got time. He gets up there. He whips it outside. That will score. Extends the match here. First point for the Renegades. Still possible match point for El Barba and Gallow. Look at this drop shot. Not droppy enough. Kareah takes advantage, whips it straight outside. That's pretty well thrown. Didn't need to put it that close to the boundary, but he did.
So possible match point here for El Barba and Gallow.
Oh, what a stop by Gallow. Gallow to the inside.
What a catch.
Flores, great catch. Gallow high to the inside. Oh, what a reach by Kareah. Powerful throw by El Barba. Rabote coming up the middle. Kareah just clears that screen. El Barba, Costado. Ooh, that opens up. Kareah missed it on the left side. Point, set, and match. El Barba and Gallow take it in 3 sets, winning the final 2, 6-4, 6-1. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. Coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Kareah. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Goixerri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Goixerri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Goixerri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Another game day win for the Renegades. They get 5 points to just 3 for the Chargers. We have our player of the day ready to go in the DraftKings players cage. That is the captain of the Renegades, number 20, Goixerri, player of the day once again. It's been a great season for you and Aratz, undefeated in doubles. It's a 2-part question. How much fun is it playing with your brother? And do you remember back the first time you guys ever partnered up, and what was that experience like?
It's great, no, to play with my brother. He's my brother, and he's the best partner I can have here. And in every games, we won all the games this season. Just we have to keep continuing. I don't remember the first time that we played, but sure that it was great experience, and just keep working for that.
Yeah, and this Renegades team, you continue to raise your level each and every season, looking at the number 1 seed headed into the playoffs. How do you maintain this level of play heading into December?
Speaking with the team, motivating all the team, because we have to win a lot of games to be first. It's not just to win my games or Aratz's games or Goenaga's games. Every game count and motivate the team. And now we achieved that goal, and now we have to go with everything to the playoffs.
Goixerri, I think it was last week you broke your cesta, the cesta you've been using throughout a good part of the season, had to switch to a new cesta. We don't know how to qualify what that means. Like it has more of an effect on some players than it does on others. It seemed to affect you when you first brought the new cesta out. How did you make that adjustment?
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I had on my mind to finish the season with another basket, but I broke it, so I had to take the new one. The first game I wasn't confident with that basket, but now I play more games. I play quinielas too, and I am confident and I have good, so happy for that too.
Awesome, Goixerri. 2-0 on today's game day. Great season overall. Congratulations on the #1 seed and those wins.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll continue on here with the Battle Court post-game show with some of the replays between the Renegades and the Chargers we saw back behind us. Starting here with 3rd Division singles, Goenaga against Benny.
You said it. Goenaga came out on fire, and it was an interesting matchup, an interesting pairing these two. Benny was not able to get really anything going against Goenaga. Mostly defensive play, and Benny's defense is as good as anyone in Battle Court. But in this case, it just didn't take him to a victory. It was a straight 2 sets, I believe it was. Straight set for Goenaga.
And then Goixerri against Zulaika, top division of singles right after.
So many exciting points. Tremendous by both Goixerri and Zulaika. Both have, you have to give the edge to Goixerri in that he's been playing on the court a few years longer than Zulaika. But Zulaika seems to have been making the adjustment, especially when he turned on the power game, both in singles and doubles.
Yes.
He's got all the power in the world. He's just got to keep it away from the overhead screen. Throws it so hard sometimes that it kicks up.
Goixerri, though, in that match, closes it out 6-5 in the second set for a straight set victory. And then moving over to doubles after that one, we saw Goenaga and Flores take on Barba and Arta.
This Goenaga and Flores team has really been solid throughout the season. Again, Flores will, listen to Goenaga. Goenaga is going to call for most of the shots, and if they're coming out to the rebote, he can score quite a few off the rebote. And just keeping Barba and Arta moving around the court consistently.
Look at that. Power to the inside, crossing the wall, everything you want to see. Scoring there for Goenaga.
I'll tell you something. The guys in Battle Court who score a lot of points with that just have that raw power. I'm thinking Eerb, I'm thinking Zulaika, obviously Goixerri, and Goenaga. Goenaga is able to power it past opponents and get it across the side wall, so they're very difficult catches. Flores doing a really good job backing him up.
And Kareah and Ben against Eerb and Gallow followed.
This was a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, early on.
Gallow, again, still getting used to the court, but again, seems to have overcome a number of the issues that he had the first couple weeks. He's catching really well. He's avoiding the overhead screen. In this backhand, he's got a pretty powerful backhand. Eerb just has all that raw power. Didn't see as many shots as I would have expected to have seen from him today, but didn't really need it. Just he catered his game to Kareah and Ben. And Kareah and Ben just were not able to get momentum going really at any time.
Boy, in the match of the day here, the top division of doubles took us into a third set here, a thriller. Goixerri and Aratz against Zulaika and Benny.
There were a couple that you and I both acknowledged that if you blink, you miss the ball, and that's
absolutely
that's when you're literally getting paid to watch the ball and players. So there was phenomenal play, phenomenally aggressive play by Zulaika and Goixerri. This did go 3 sets. In the backcourt, consistent defensive play, excellent court positioning by both backcourters, Benny and Aratz. Aratz almost flawless in that corner. Just one miss that I can remember, the one miss among however many that were thrown. But just beautifully played by all 4 players, and Goixerri and Aratz coming out on top.
Yeah, that was the final throw there in the 3rd set, just missed by Benny, and that brought us to the finale. Barba and Gallow against Kareah and Flores. Another great start for Kareah and Flores, but Barba and Gallow cashing in late.
Absolutely. So Flores, I was beyond impressed with his catching, and I think we can let you in on a secret, which is that had Kareah and Flores won this game, Flores was going to be player of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Flores made some fantastic catches on the left side, specifically keeping the ball in play. Made the rebote that he needed to make. Just played overall really well. So Flores, an honorable mention, as they say.
Yes,
when it comes to player of the day.
In the end, Barba and Gallow, they came back, won the final 2 sets to take that match. But still, enough points for the Renegades. They come away with 5 of a possible 8. Let's now see what that does to our season-long standings. Because with those 5 points, the Chargers are now 10.5. The Renegades now 10.5 of the Chargers, and you see only 8 points remaining for the Chargers this season. So that number 1 seed has been locked up.
Yeah.
So that will be the Renegades. A chance. Not a chance for the Warriors to reach 2nd place. You see 8.5 points between 2nd and 3rd, and only 8 points remaining for both of those teams. So you see number 1 and number 2 are set. Outside of that, we still have a lot to decide. Warriors and Fireballs holding on to those final 2 playoff spots. That's just for the moment. Devils and Cyclones pretty close there. You see, 6.5 points outside of where they need to get that final spot. And the Fireballs play the Cyclones tomorrow. So that's going to be a huge game day, particularly for the Cyclones to get back into that. They're going to need as many points as possible. They get started in the 4th division of doubles. Hormache and Ikeda for the Fireballs take on Ron and Amigarena. So we'll see that doubles team back in full force with Ron returning. Then Inaki and Manu in singles, followed by Cabrera against Bueno in singles. Then 3 doubles matches. First, Inaki and Ubia against Ferronda and Manu. Then Jen and Cabrera take on Bueno and Rock. And we close it out, Hormachea and Ubia against Ferronda and Amigarena. Again, we have more highlight tomorrow, and don't forget about that doubleheader Friday the 29th. 2:30 game day will be remote betting at your local track or a place like MyWinners or watchandwager.com, and then at 7 p.m. we'll have remote betting as well as live betting here at the Magic City Fronton. Stu and I will be back here for tomorrow's game day. That's 5 p.m. between the Fireballs and Cyclones. Until then, have a good night, everybody.
See you tomorrow at 5.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!